A lot of us want to learn new things and acquire great new skills, but often we lack the motivation to do so. Which brings up a lot of good questions, like procrastination. Why do we delay? Why do we procrastinate? Especially when we're on the brink of learning something new. It might seem paradoxical, but there's a scientific explanation for our reluctance. Learning new things triggers stress responses in the brain, similar to those activated by physical pain. Naturally, the prospect of mental discomfort makes us hesitant. Why engage in an activity that, subconsciously, feels like self-inflicted discomfort? The antidote, surprisingly, is straightforward: just begin. This advice may seem oversimplified, yet the act of starting dismantles the barriers of procrastination. It's a psychological hurdle. Once you're in motion, the initial resistance dissipates, and you enter a state of flow, the learning zone. Here, the previously daunting task becomes more manageable and less intimidating. However, starting is just the initial step. Once you engage with the new task, expect to encounter obstacles. These challenges can divert your focus, tempting you to seek immediate pleasures like social media or video games, which offer quick but fleeting satisfaction. The key is to recognize these distractions for what they are: short-term gratifications that detract from long-term achievements and fulfillment. So, the next time you find yourself hesitating at the threshold of a new learning experience, remember that the discomfort is temporary. By taking that first step, you transition from anticipation to action, and the journey becomes progressively easier with each subsequent effort. Embrace the process, anticipate the challenges, and focus on the enduring rewards of your educational endeavors. With practice, you'll find that initiating becomes less daunting, allowing you to engage with learning experiences more freely and effectively, leading to deeper satisfaction and genuine growth. Enhancing memory: how to retain what you learn. Understanding and remembering new information is a fundamental aspect of learning. At its core, learning involves the formation and strengthening of connections between neurons, or brain cells, through structures called synapses. Fortunately, your brain is incredibly adaptable and capable of forming countless new synapses, meaning you're far from reaching a storage limit for new information. To effectively remember what you learn, it's essential to go beyond mere exposure to information. Active engagement and repetition are key. When learning, you're not just absorbing data, you're creating and reinforcing pathways in your brain. If you forget something, it's often because it wasn't deemed crucial to your brain's perceived needs. To counter this, focus on what's immediately relevant and necessary for you. For instance, if you're learning anatomy for art, don't overwhelm yourself with every detail at once. Concentrate on the areas that need the most improvement. Moreover, the process of learning and memory isn't just about the time you spend studying. Rest, particularly sleep, plays a pivotal role in memory consolidation. During sleep, your brain not only forms new synaptic connections but also eliminates waste products, clarifying and solidifying your memories. Hence, skimping on sleep is counterproductive to effective learning. Physical exercise and social interactions are also beneficial for your brain health. They stimulate the production of new neurons and enhance overall cognitive function, making learning more effective. Conversely, isolation and inactivity can have detrimental effects on your mental and emotional well-being. In summary, to optimize your memory and learning, engage actively with the material. Don't passively read or listen, practice and apply what you learn. Prioritize based on relevance. Focus on areas that need improvement or are immediately useful. Ensure adequate rest, especially sleep, to consolidate memory and facilitate learning. Incorporate physical activity and social interaction into your routine to boost cognitive function and memory retention. By adopting these strategies, you can enhance your ability to remember and apply what you learn, making your educational endeavors both more efficient and effective. Balancing focus and enjoyment in learning. When you're studying or working on a task, the idea of multitasking with music or videos can be tempting. While it's true that this won't yield 100% efficiency, sometimes the trade-off for a bit of enjoyment is worth it. Understanding the two primary modes of thinking can help you make informed decisions about when and how to integrate these distractions. The focused mode, or logical mode, is where deep concentration occurs. This mode is crucial when you're learning new material or dealing with complex problems and requires minimizing distractions to maintain efficiency. Here, your brain connects new information with what you already know, requiring undivided attention. On the other hand, the diffused mode, or creative mode, allows for a more relaxed state of mind. This is the mode where your brain can wander, making it ideal for reinforcing what you've already learned or generating new ideas. In this state, listening to music or having a video in the background can be beneficial, stimulating creativity without severely compromising efficiency. It's essential to recognize that we're capable of switching between these modes depending on the task at hand. If your goal is to absorb new information or solve a problem, the focused mode is your best bet. However, for tasks that benefit from a bit of creativity or are more repetitive and familiar, the diffused mode can enhance the experience without significantly reducing productivity. Regardless of the mode you're in, active engagement is key. Watching someone else perform a task, like painting, without practicing it yourself won't facilitate learning. You need to be involved, applying what you see and solving problems firsthand. Learning is an active, not passive, process that requires your direct participation to be truly effective. So, while it's okay to enjoy some background music or a video while working on less demanding tasks, remember that when it comes to learning something new or challenging, focused and undistracted effort is irreplaceable. Balancing these two modes based on your objectives and the nature of the task will help you optimize your learning and productivity. Navigating the challenges of learning complex concepts. Learning new and complex ideas can often feel daunting, especially when they seem entirely alien to your current knowledge base. The key to mastering these challenging concepts is not just to familiarize yourself with the names or categories but to integrate them into your understanding of the world. Take, for example, the process of learning to draw. When you consider the human eye, it may initially appear as a mere component of the face. However, by conceptualizing the eye as a marble enveloped by fabric, the eyelids, you create a vivid, relatable image in your mind. This analogy not only simplifies the complexity of the eye structure but also enriches your perception, making the drawing process more intuitive. Similarly, in figure drawing, understanding the body's dynamics can be simplified through practical, relatable exercises. Imagining drawing a line from the head to the dominant leg instills a sense of gravity and balance in your artwork, providing a foundational concept that guides your drawing process. When you encounter a topic that feels abstract or disconnected from your experience, delve deeper. Explore it from different angles until you find a connection that resonates with you. This approach transforms the abstract into the tangible, making the learning process more engaging and effective. It's crucial, however, to focus on the core concepts rather than getting bogged down in minutiae. Grasping the fundamental idea provides a scaffold for deeper understanding and prevents you from becoming overwhelmed by details. As you build on these foundational ideas, you'll find that your ability to grasp more complex and abstract concepts improves, facilitating a smoother and more rewarding learning journey. In essence, learning complex subjects becomes easier when you break them down into relatable elements. By seeking connections and practical applications, you can transform even the most daunting topics into manageable and understandable pieces, paving the way for a deeper and more comprehensive understanding. The imperative of deliberate practice in learning. True learning necessitates more than just passive exposure to information, it requires active engagement and self-testing. To solidify your knowledge, you need to challenge yourself, applying what you've learned in different contexts and identifying areas where your understanding is lacking. This self-assessment is crucial because it highlights what you truly know versus what you think you know. Acknowledging errors or gaps in your knowledge isn't a sign of failure. Rather, it's an essential step in the learning process. Every mistake offers a valuable lesson, contributing to deeper understanding and mastery. However, there's a common pitfall that particularly affects creative individuals: over-reliance on intuition. While intuition can be a powerful guide, it can also lead to complacency, especially when it discourages you from exploring new knowledge or techniques. For instance, an artist might draw human heads from memory repeatedly, becoming so accustomed to their stylized version that they neglect to improve or challenge their technique. This comfort zone becomes a barrier to growth. The remedy is deliberate practice, a conscious effort to refine and expand your skills, pushing beyond what's comfortable. Deliberate practice isn't just about repetition, it's about strategic, focused improvement. It involves setting aside time for concentrated study and practice, interspersed with periods of more relaxed exploration. This balanced approach prevents burnout and fosters a more profound, integrated understanding. Moreover, learning shouldn't be a race. Cramming information might seem efficient, but it's ineffective for long-term retention and comprehension. Your brain needs time to build and consolidate neural pathways, a process that can't be rushed. Alternating your focus among various subjects or skills can enhance this process, giving your brain the necessary time to absorb and connect new information. In summary, to deepen your learning and ensure you retain what you study, engage in deliberate practice, challenge your understanding, embrace your mistakes as learning opportunities, and allow sufficient time for your brain to process and integrate knowledge. By adopting this multifaceted approach, you'll achieve a more nuanced understanding and durable mastery of your chosen subjects or skills. Embracing the learning process. Procrastination is a common response to the discomfort associated with trying new things. It's natural to feel overwhelmed, particularly when embarking on a journey as intricate and rich as learning music, especially when you're starting from scratch. The vastness of the unknown can make the initial steps seem insignificant and daunting. However, the essence of learning lies in embracing the present and focusing on what can be achieved now, rather than being deterred by the perceived difficulties ahead. Suppose you're interested in music but overwhelmed by its complexity. Starting with something as simple as familiarizing yourself with music software or experimenting with a small, manageable instrument can significantly demystify the process. These small actions are pivotal. They represent the beginning of your journey into the world of music. It's important to understand that the discomfort of starting something new is a temporary barrier. Once you take that initial step, subsequent steps become less intimidating. You may admire certain artists and aspire to attain their level of skill, but remember, every expert was once a beginner. Their expertise is the cumulative result of small, consistent efforts, learning from mistakes, and gradual improvement. The real key to progress is initiative, the willingness to start, even when the path seems arduous. This initiative, this readiness to engage with the learning process, is where true talent begins to develop. Talent isn't just a pre-existing skill but a combination of effort, persistence, and a growth-oriented mindset. Instead of fixating on the end goal, cherish the learning journey. Each step, no matter how small, is progress. It's about evolving at your own pace, celebrating the small victories, and recognizing that each piece of knowledge or skill acquired is a stepping stone towards greater achievements. In conclusion, learning is inherently about the process. It's a journey of incremental progress, where each action, no matter how trivial it may seem, contributes to your growth. Embrace the process, take initiative, and allow yourself to explore, make mistakes, and learn from them. This is the essence of developing any skill and the foundation upon which all accomplishments are built. Thank you for listening. And if you would like to support my work, you can like this video, you can subscribe, and you can follow me around.